Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand at a unique intersection of purpose, destiny, and divine calling. Each of us has been given a gift, a purpose that transcends the mundane. And it is through this divine mark that we are called to fulfill the unique destiny that awaits us. In life, there are certain signs that manifest when we are marked by God. These signs are not just external, they are reflections of our inner being, our spiritual alignment with the divine. As we walk this path, we must understand the depth and significance of these markers. When you are marked by God, one of the most profound signs that becomes evident in your life is an unshakable sense of purpose. This purpose is not something that can be easily described or understood through worldly terms. It is a deep, innate calling within your spirit that transcends the limitations of human understanding. It is a knowing that you are not just here to exist, but that your life is meant for something extraordinary. This sense of purpose comes not from external expectations, but from an inner awareness that you were created with intentionality and design. It's as if your entire being resonates with the knowledge that you have a specific role to play in this world, a role that no one else can fulfill. This purpose is not driven by circumstances or fleeting desires, but by a profound connection to your Creator. It is a deep sense of being aligned with something greater than yourself, something eternal and unchanging. When this sense of purpose takes root in your life, it becomes the guiding force for every decision you make, every action you take. No longer are you wandering aimlessly, pulled by the whims of the world or distracted by the superficial. Instead, you find yourself moving forward with a clear sense of direction, as though every step you take is leading you toward a destination that only you are meant to reach. Even in moments of doubt, there is a knowing deep within that this path is yours and yours alone to walk. The world may try to impose its own definitions of success upon you. Society might tell you that you are only valuable if you achieve a certain status, wealth, or recognition. But when you are marked by God, these external measures of success lose their power over you. Your purpose becomes the measure of your life. And nothing else can satisfy that inner yearning for meaning. It is not about what you accumulate, but about what you contribute. You begin to realize that your value is not in what you possess, but in what you are meant to give, in the impact you are meant to make on the lives of others and the world around you. This purpose is not something you can manufacture or force. It is something that flows naturally when you align with your Creator's will. It is birthed out of a deep relationship with the divine, where you learn to listen not just with your ears, but with your spirit. It is in the stillness, in the moments of quiet reflection, that this purpose reveals itself to you. It is a voice within you speaking softly but persistently, calling you forward, urging you to step into your calling, to embrace the role you were designed to fulfill. When you are marked by God, the sense of purpose becomes unshakable. The challenges you face may be difficult, and at times you may feel overwhelmed, but the strength to persevere comes from knowing that this purpose is not a passing phase, but a calling that is eternal. It is the rock upon which you stand, unwavering in the face of adversity. There is a peace that comes with knowing that you are walking the path that was set before you long before you were born. This purpose also transcends personal ambition. While ambition can be a driving force for success in the world's eyes, the purpose you find in God is far deeper. It is not about self-promotion or gaining recognition. It is about serving a greater cause. It becomes less about your own glory and more about the impact you can make in the lives of others. When you are marked by God, your purpose is not about fulfilling your own desires, but about fulfilling the divine plan that is larger than any individual. You begin to understand that every moment, every encounter, every decision has meaning. Your life is woven into the fabric of a larger tapestry, and your purpose is an essential thread that cannot be replaced. When you embrace this purpose, you begin to live with intentionality. You begin to see the world not just for what it is, but for what it can become through the fulfillment of your purpose. When you are marked by God, one of the most unmistakable signs that follows you is the experience of supernatural favor. This favor is not something you can earn through effort alone, or something that is dictated by human standards of merit. It is an unmerited grace that flows into your life as a result of your alignment with God's divine purpose for you. It is not based on who you know or what you do, but on a spiritual connection to a higher calling, one that causes God's favor to be poured upon you in ways that transcend ordinary circumstances. This favor is a gift, a divine blessing that is released in your life at the appointed time. It is not something you can manipulate or control. It is God's way of confirming that you are walking in His will and fulfilling the purpose He has for you. What happens when this favor comes upon you is that things begin to happen that cannot be explained by the natural order of things. Doors open where there were once walls. Opportunities that once seemed far-fetched or impossible begin to materialize. People who once overlooked you now begin to recognize your value. It is not your strength or your ability that brings these things to pass, but the hand of God upon your life, guiding, directing, and opening doors that you never could have opened on your own. When supernatural favor is on your life, it affects every area of your existence. It affects your relationships, your career, your finances, and even your health. Things begin to work together in a way that seems almost too good to be true, yet it is a reality that you experience. It's as though you are constantly at the right place at the right time. You find yourself meeting the right people, being in the right circumstances, and everything seems to fall into place without your having to force it. This favor causes things to align with the destiny that God has for you. And it becomes evident that this is no coincidence. It is the favor of God at work in your life. What makes this favor so profound is that it doesn't depend on your own qualifications. It is not a reward for what you have done or haven't done. It is a manifestation of God's love and grace in your life, and it comes at a time when you least expect it. The world will tell you that you must work tirelessly to gain favor, that you must climb the ladder of success by your own merit. But when you are marked by God, favor is not something you have to work for. It is something that follows you, that rests upon you as a testament to the grace of God. You begin to notice that even in the midst of challenges, the favor of God does not abandon you. It does not mean that life will be free of difficulties. But it does mean that you will find yourself equipped to handle those difficulties with ease. What would have been overwhelming becomes manageable. What would have been impossible becomes possible. The supernatural favor of God empowers you to rise above the circumstances, to go beyond the limits that would normally hold you back. It is in those moments of struggle that you see God's hand move in ways that confirm His presence in your life. This favor is a testimony not of your own greatness, but of the greatness of the one who has marked you. It is a constant reminder that you are not alone, that God is actively working in your life to bring about His plans. When you experience supernatural favor, you begin to understand that it is not just about you, it is about the impact you are meant to have on the world. Through His favor, you are equipped, not just to thrive, but to be a vessel for others to experience His goodness as well. The beauty of supernatural favor is that it continually surprises you. Just when you think things couldn't get any better, God's favor shows up again in ways that leave you in awe. It's a divine flow that never runs dry, a river of grace that sustains you throughout your journey. It becomes clear that the hand of God is upon you, leading you into places of favor, blessing, and abundance that you never could have imagined for yourself. When you are marked by God, there is a continual process of growth and evolution that takes place within your life. This is not just about external success or visible achievements. It is an internal transformation that reshapes who you are, how you think, and how you interact with the world. It is a process that never stops, one that continues to refine you, molding you into the person you are always meant to be. The mark of God on your life doesn't just settle, it moves you forward, pushing you to become the best version of yourself. This growth is not merely about acquiring knowledge or accumulating skills. It is a deeper, more profound evolution that touches every part of your being. It involves the refinement of your character, the expansion of your capacity for love, kindness, and understanding, and the development of your ability to lead, influence, and serve others. It is a spiritual growth that goes beyond the superficial, affecting your very core. When you are marked by God, you become increasingly aware of the purpose for which you were created, and this awareness propels you toward continual improvement. As you grow, you begin to shed the limitations of your past. You no longer define yourself by the mistakes, failures, or disappointments that may have once held you captive. Instead, you recognize that each challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Each difficulty, each trial becomes a stepping stone that takes you higher, deeper, and further into your destiny. You understand that you are not bound by your circumstances, but that you have the power to evolve and overcome. The more you embrace the mark of God in your life, the more you evolve into someone who is capable of achieving great things, both for yourself and for the world around you. This growth is not always easy. It requires a willingness to confront your own weaknesses, flaws, and insecurities. It challenges you to move beyond the comfort zones that have kept you safe but stagnant. As you grow, you are pushed to face the parts of yourself that are resistant to change. And in doing so, you break free from old patterns and old ways of thinking. You begin to see yourself not as you were, but as you are becoming, the person God designed you to be. This process of evolution is ongoing, and it is never complete because there is always more for you to learn, more for you to experience, and more for you to become. The beauty of this growth is that it is not something you have to force. It happens naturally when you align yourself with God's will. It is a work that is done from the inside out, not the outside in. As you grow spiritually, you begin to see the world through a new lens, a lens of faith, hope, and possibility. Your actions begin to reflect this inner transformation, and you find yourself making choices that are in line with the higher purpose that God has set before you. What you once thought impossible becomes within reach, not because you are so great, but because you are growing into the person who can carry out the vision that God has placed in your heart. In this journey of growth, you are never meant to remain stagnant. God's mark on your life is a call to continuous evolution, to never settle for less than the fullness of who you are called to be. Each new level of growth brings with it new challenges and opportunities, but also new levels of wisdom, understanding, and strength. As you evolve, you begin to tap into the divine potential that was placed within you from the very beginning. You start to realize that the limits you once thought existed were merely illusions. There is no ceiling to the growth that is available to you when you are walking in the fullness of your divine purpose. This constant growth and evolution are the proof of God's mark on your life. It is the evidence that you are aligned with your true purpose, moving forward in ways that only He could have orchestrated. It is a sign that you are becoming more of who you were always meant to be. And it is this ongoing process that makes your life a testimony to the power of God working within you. The mark of God is not static. It is dynamic, living, and active, continually drawing you closer to the person you are destined to become. When you are marked by God, it's not that your life becomes free from challenges or obstacles, but rather it is in facing these uncommon challenges that you begin to see the hand of God at work in your life. Being marked by God means that you are destined for greatness And with greatness comes the reality of facing difficulties that may seem overwhelming to others. These challenges are not meant to break you, but to refine you, to strengthen your resolve, and to prepare you for the greater things that lie ahead. The mark of God on your life gives you the resilience to not just face these challenges, but to overcome them. What makes these challenges uncommon is the way in which they test every aspect of your being, your faith, your endurance, your character, and your purpose. These are not the ordinary struggles that everyone faces. They are the battles that come with a higher calling. You may find yourself in situations where the odds seem stacked against you, where the path forward appears uncertain, or where others doubt your ability to succeed. It is in these moments that you discover a deeper strength within yourself, a strength that you did not even know existed. The challenges you face are the crucible in which your faith is refined, where your purpose is sharpened, and where your capacity for greatness is expanded. When you are marked by God, these challenges do not define you, but rather they refine you. They help you discover who you truly are, who you were created to be. In the midst of struggle, you find that the pressure, though difficult, brings out qualities in you that were dormant, hidden beneath the surface. You learn that adversity is not an obstacle, but a stepping stone to greater achievements. Each challenge you face becomes an opportunity for growth, a chance to rise higher and to step into the fullness of your purpose. It is through overcoming the uncommon challenges that you realize the depths of your own strength, the depth of your faith, and the depth of your connection to the divine. These challenges push you beyond your limits, causing you to reach higher, dig deeper, and trust in a power greater than yourself. They force you to confront the fears and doubts that may have once held you back. When the world tells you to give up, when circumstances appear insurmountable, the mark of God on your life assures you that you have been equipped with everything you need to overcome. You begin to understand that the struggles you face are not random or without purpose. They are part of a greater plan, a divine orchestration designed to strengthen your character and increase your capacity for greatness. And as you overcome these challenges, you begin to see how each victory, no matter how small, builds upon the next. The victories you achieve in the face of adversity become the foundation upon which you build your future. Each triumph is a testament to the faithfulness of God in your life, showing you that you are never alone in the battle. You are equipped not only to face these uncommon challenges, but to emerge victorious, stronger, wiser, and more capable of fulfilling your divine purpose. What sets you apart when you are marked by God is not that you are free from challenges, but that you have been given the tools to overcome them. You begin to realize that the challenges you face are not there to break you, but to propel you into your destiny. You become more than a conqueror, for your strength does not come from yourself, but from the God who marked you for greatness. Each challenge you overcome becomes a testimony, not just of your resilience, but of the power of God working through you. As you continue to face and overcome these uncommon challenges, you step into a higher realm of authority, a place where you can not only achieve your own destiny, but also help others navigate their own struggles. When you are marked by God, one of the most profound signs that become evident in your life is the way your very presence brings light to the darkness around you. This is not just about physical illumination. It is a spiritual, emotional, and even relational presence that shifts the atmosphere wherever you go. The light that you carry is not your own, but it is a reflection of the divine presence within you. A light that has the power to dispel the darkness of fear, despair, confusion, and hopelessness. This light flows naturally from the alignment of your life with God's will, and it shines in ways that others cannot ignore. It has the power to change the environment and the people you encounter. The light that marks you is a direct result of the purpose and calling on your life. When you are connected to God and walking in His will, the very essence of His glory shines through you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to strive for it. Because this light is a natural outflow of your relationship with your Creator. It emanates from within you and cannot be hidden. It transforms the places you walk through, the people you meet, and the situations you face. Where there was once darkness, now there is light. Where there was confusion, now there is clarity. Where there was hopelessness, now there is hope. Your presence becomes a beacon of life, a symbol of God's light shining in a world that desperately needs it. When you bring light to the darkness, it is not always about grand gestures or visible acts. Sometimes it's simply your presence that makes the difference. You may not even speak, but your very being radiates peace, confidence, and hope. People around you begin to feel the warmth of God's love, and they are drawn to you, often without even knowing why. Your presence creates a safe space where people can begin to heal, where they can begin to see beyond their circumstances, and where they can believe that a better future is possible. This is the power of the light that you carry. It opens hearts. It softens the hardest of spirits. And it ignites a fire within those who have been living in darkness for too long. When you are marked by God, this light within you is not dependent on your external circumstances. It is not dictated by how well things are going in your life or how successful you appear to be. It transcends the natural and remains constant, regardless of what you face. Even in the darkest of times, this light does not fade. It only grows stronger as you continue to walk in the purpose for which you were created. The more you align yourself with God's plan for your life, the more His light shines through you, making you a vessel for His glory. This light has the power to expose what was once hidden. It shines into the hearts of those who are struggling in secret, bringing to the surface the issues they have long buried. But this exposure is not meant to condemn. It is meant to heal. The light you bring exposes the lies, the pain, and the brokenness so that it can be healed. It is in the light that wounds are revealed and can begin to be mended. Your presence gives others the courage to confront their own darkness, knowing that they are not alone and that transformation is possible. This light is not just for your own benefit. It is meant to touch others, to guide them, to lead them toward the truth, toward peace, and toward the love of God. As you shine, others will find their way out of the shadows. Your life becomes a testimony of the transformative power of God's presence, a living example of what happens when someone is marked by the divine. The light that you carry has the power to change lives, to impact communities, and to bring healing to brokenness. It doesn't take great effort to make a difference. It simply takes being present, being true to who you are, and allowing the light within you to shine brightly for all to see. When you are marked by God, one of the most profound realities of your life is the deep, unwavering connection you experience with the divine. This connection is not superficial or circumstantial. It is a bond that transcends every challenge, every storm, and every triumph. It is the very foundation of your existence, the driving force behind everything you do, and the source of strength that sustains you when everything else seems to fall apart. This connection is a living, breathing relationship with God, one that is so intimate and so real that nothing in this world can shake it. This connection is not something that can be easily understood by others because it goes beyond words, beyond logic, and beyond human comprehension. It is a deep knowing, an assurance in your spirit that God is with you, guiding you and empowering you. It's a relationship that is cultivated in the quiet moments of prayer, in the stillness of your heart, and in the pursuit of His will for your life. It's not a distant or abstract concept. It is as real and as tangible as the air you breathe. The more you nurture this connection, the more it becomes evident in everything you do, It reflects in the way you speak, the way you act, and the way you interact with others. The presence of God in your life becomes a light that others can see, and they are drawn to it because they recognize the source. This deep connection with the divine doesn't just change you, it changes everything around you. It changes the way you view the world, the way you perceive your circumstances, and the way you respond to life's challenges. You begin to see things from a higher perspective, from God's vantage point. And this changes the way you navigate through life. The challenges you once saw as insurmountable become opportunities for growth and learning. You understand that everything, both good and bad, is working together for your good because you are connected to the one who orchestrates all things. This unwavering connection gives you peace in the midst of chaos, joy in the midst of sorrow, and strength in the midst of weakness. It is through this connection that you find your purpose. You begin to understand that your life is not a series of random events, but is part of a divine plan, one that has been carefully and intentionally designed by the Creator. You are not here by accident. You were created for a specific purpose, and it is in your connection with God that you discover what that purpose is. As you walk with Him, He reveals to you the unique gifts, talents, and abilities He has placed within you, and He shows you how to use them to make a difference in the world. This connection becomes the compass that guides you, the voice that leads you, and the force that empowers you to fulfill your destiny. The beauty of this connection is that it is not dependent on your performance, your achievements, or your circumstances. It is rooted in God's love for you, a love that is unconditional and unchanging. No matter where you are or what you have done, this connection remains steadfast. Even in your moments of failure, God is there, ready to restore and renew you. Even in your moments of doubt, He is there, offering you peace and assurance. This unwavering connection is not based on your ability to hold on to God, but on His ability to hold on to you. It is a bond that cannot be broken, no matter what you face. As you continue to walk in this connection, you begin to realize that it is the source of everything good in your life. It is the foundation of your strength, your peace, and your joy. It is through this connection that you find your true identity, your purpose, and you begin to understand that nothing in this world can separate you from the love of God, and that with Him you are equipped to overcome any obstacle, fulfill any purpose, and live out the life you were always meant to live. This deep, unwavering connection with the divine becomes the most important relationship in your life, and it is the key to everything that follows. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are marked by God, you are never alone. You are part of a greater plan, a divine blueprint that is unfolding in your life. These signs are not mere coincidences, but confirmations of your higher calling. Embrace them, honor them, and let them guide you on the path that has been set before you. In conclusion, the mark of God on your life is a powerful, transformative force. It is a sign of your divine purpose, favor, growth, resilience, light, and connection to the Creator. If you recognize these signs in your life, understand that you are living in alignment with something much larger than yourself. You are marked by God for greatness, and your journey is just beginning. Thank you.